He was always there to give a helping hand.
He was just amazing role model for the kids, always willing to help out, always training super hard. He was just awesome. One of the best kids that I ever knew.
No matter what, he always kept a happy attitude, and he always made everyone smile with his jokes.
He was really nice, and he was there helping everybody out.
Shake it off, shake it off. It's gonna break, 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 break. And it's gonna break, 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 break. I'm just gonna shake, 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 shake. Shake it off, shake it off.
I got the magic in me. Every time I touch that track, it turns into gold. Everybody knows I got the magic in me. When I hit the floor, the girls come snapping at me. Now everybody wants a blast of magic, magic, magic.
Amazing. He's, again, welcoming and will always play to your strengths. He was willing to help out. He would match your level of intensity and teach you what he knew. He'd show you and encourage you. And because he was one of the older ones, he was pretty much the dominant one on the mat all the time. But he never made anybody feel that way. He was quiet strength.
I decided to have my kids join the Jiu Jitsu club, and the first person that actually introduced that sensei introduced to my kids was Kai, and a very polite kid, and he made the kids feel welcomed. You know, when we first started, when we first enrolled in the gym.
I was like one of the first kids that greeted me, you know, one of the first kids that I saw over there. So he welcomed us in.
Just how kind he was to the other kids, and even at the level where he was, he showed a lot of compassion and sorry. And he was a great example to my kids. He shows a lot of the essence of what I've been trying to teach my kids as far as warrior's principle, honor, discipline, and respect. And he exemplified that a lot.
So Kai's journey in Jiu Jitsu was one that was, it was new for me because he was one of my first students to kind of go from being a little kid into adolescence, and really took on a role of being one of the younger kids in the class to becoming one of the senior kids in the program, and also being a leader in the dojo. And he really led by example, leading warm-ups, helping the new students, really being like my right arm in the dojo during the kids class. And you know, he was like my first like junior instructor, I guess you could say, just somebody who was a leader on the mat and helped me out with the kids class, and was technically a great jiu-jitsu player, I thought. You know, he had the talent to go to that next level, to transcend into the adult blue belts and stuff like that. So I thought he was on the right track. And at the time when Kai came to me, I was a new teacher. So, you know, I hadn't been teaching that long. It was kind of a learning experience for both of us.
I really just want to hug him, pretty much. It's just been so long, and it's kind of difficult to like go to jiu-jitsu practice and not see him there. It's so difficult, and it really, like, I still do my best, but I couldn't bring out that best that he brought out of me.
Remember that it's just, I mean, it's so important to talk to people, you know, and even if you feel like whoever you're talking to isn't going to understand, or if you feel like, you know, they won't get it, it's still just so important to talk to anybody, you know, and to get help. Even if you don't think you can be helped, you know, you never know what talking to somebody might do for you.
Kai passed away in October of 2014. His bright light was cut short. So a few months ago, I saw an advertisement on Facebook from Breakpoint. Breakpoint was looking for nominations to put for scholarship recommendations for athletes that are having difficulties paying for their school or their gis or their tournaments. And so I saw that and I said, wow, I would love to help with that. Because after our son passed away, my wife and I and family tried starting a foundation called Kimonos for Kai. Kimonos for Kai was to try to get the word out that you are not replaceable. You are not replaceable. There's always somebody to talk to. If you can't talk to a parent, then there's your jiu-jitsu instructor, your sensei, or your professor. There's the other adults that help teach the sensei the kids' classes. There's a teacher. There's a school coach. There's older friends. There's always somebody to talk to. But just between my wife and I and our family, it was very difficult trying to create and sustain Kimonos for Kai. So when I saw Breakpoint looking for recommendations for scholarships, I wrote an email to the company and said, hey, my name is James. I love what you guys are doing, giving back to the jiu-jitsu company. I would like to help. How can I help? And Gaps was the one that received that email, and she read the email and she sent a response, I think within the hour, and says, I hope you don't mind, I forwarded this to the owner of the company who would like to talk to you. So we started speaking about this, and I'm so happy that Breakpoint is who Breakpoint is and loves to give back to the community, the jiu-jitsu community. They're a company of jiu-jitsu practitioners for jiu-jitsu practitioners, and they want to give back. And because of that, they're allowing me to have this platform to try to get this word out on a serious topic. You are not replaceable.
So James, we've been talking for a few months now, trying to find a way that we can work together on this, looking for an outlet. Our biggest thing with this entire project was to get the word out behind your mission, get the word out behind your story. And what we want to do, what we have planned to do, is a rash guard release in the memory of Kai.
No. Oh, that is phenomenal. Oh, I love it. Wow. This is beautiful. This really is.
So this was through the efforts of our designers over at Breakpoint and CK Fight Life. Through all of your efforts, James, you've been a huge help with the project so far. Speaking with you a few times, we were able to go back and forth on some ideas. I got the ideas over to our designers, and they went to work and they put this magic together. It's a rash guard design that I think is very powerful. It's something that we want to put out, and we hope anybody that sees it will know what it's about. They'll see it and they'll know it's for them. It's for everyone. It's anyone at a gym, training at a gym. We're a family. Not just your own gym, the entire jiu-jitsu community. I think we need to get together. We need to get together on more projects like this. Get the word out. And like you said, if we can affect one life, if we can affect one person, all the efforts are worth it.
It's worth it. One family at a time. Thank you guys so much for this opportunity. It's so appreciated.